Today we will speak with Dow, we will speak with ExxonMobil and Shell. The two topics were and are supply chain resilience and supply chain collaboration. For that, we have invited three of our long-term customers from our company Trimble Transporion, and they are here on the right side of the screen. So we'll start with an introduction. All of us. Unfortunately, I will start first. Normally, you don't do that, but my seat was on this side, so I'll start first. We will do it very briefly, and then we dive into the topics. So my name is Ron Heijmen. I'm almost 10 years within Transporion. Networks is my topic. So I did 10 years building mobile networks, totally different. Then I did 10 years a network which is called FinTech, so connecting buyers and suppliers, and now 10 years in logistic network. Very energized on it, proud to be part of the Trimble Transporion company. And let's now introduce first Jasper.
Yeah, hi everyone. Jasper Rodek. I'm the global IT manager for supply chain and logistics at Shell Chemicals. I've been with the company for 18 years, worked for the last 10 years in the supply chain logistics technology side of things. Happy to be here.
Yeah, I'm Kiona Lerert van Kampenhout, so I'm with Dow. I've been there 9 years approximately. Main part of my career I've been in the logistics space, and since 3 years I've really moved to the digital logistics space. So excited for the session.
Stan Jacobs, I'm with Exxon 24 years. I'm only halfway, I think. So that sounds like another long time. Mostly in supply chain, mostly in logistics, a little bit of S&OP. I would say 10 years hardcore operations, and then for a year or 15 mainly around IT. So doing the whole interface between our IT departments and the business.
Hi to everybody. I hope you are enjoying your lunch. My name is Armando Kopp. I'm 18 years with ExxonMobil, and I'm mostly on my career worked in supply chain and logistics, and I'm global process advisor, supporting Stein.
Okay, thanks for that, Armando. I see you're not singing this time, but
maybe later.
Okay. Armando was singing to get a bit of his voice going before you all came in, so I would listen to that if I was you. So we will start this masterclass. Please, if you have not done so, go to Slido and connect yourself to Slido, because the first question comes up. And just one remark, we will have some room at the end of the session for all of you to ask questions. Yes, so we want to run through first 6 questions with all of you. 6 questions are 6 questions for you, and also 6 questions to the panel, on which they react also on your input. So that's why it's important. So the first question we have is, have you either a logistic platform or have you built your own network for that? So do you use a logistic platform or have your own network connections and build that yourself? So let's start with the first question. Also in the same time to the panel while you're entering it. So how does logistic platforms help you enhance supply chain resilience and manage risk more effectively? So that's the question for you, Jasper.
All right. Yeah, so maybe a bit of context. So we do have transport management platforms. Transporion we use extensively across Europe and the Americas. I think over 40,000 transports are managed through Transporion on an annual basis. We also have for rail logistics a dedicated system, and for our marine space. Yeah, so for us, it is really a critical platform to have to be able to manage your supply chain, your logistics effectively, but also to deal with disruptions and the risks that you see. I think on the first sense, it's really around the basics. You ensure that you have the network with your carriers, that you can quickly allocate transports to the right ones, that you can communicate quickly with them on do you accept this transport, are there any struggles, etc. And then the management of the execution of the transport itself as well, that happens for us all the way through the transport management systems. And I think, you have the data readily at your disposal. So that's the critical part to respond to disruptions or risks.
Okay, Thanks very much. So Kiona, in the audience we have 75% of the people using a platform, and we have 25% of the companies are using their own connections. So what would you say to the 75% and to the 25%?
Yeah, I think there's no right or wrong in this way. So I think also what we see at Dow is we're using a combination there. So we're also not using one single platform. So we are using, for example, Transporion, but in combination with that, we are also using Forekites. We are also using Vesson for our marine shipments. So we're really using a combination of platforms, also OTM, SAP, of course. So I think, and in that, I think part of the solutions that we use with those platforms, we are actually trying to build in-house, and part of it, we are also trying to use those platforms. So I think it's always looking for, okay, what are you trying to achieve with connecting with the platforms? Indeed, in some terms, it's indeed with resilience. We, for example, with Transporion, are using the spot bidding platform very much, which is helping us a lot when there's any kind of disruption. Indeed, we can put shipments on our spot bidding platform and indeed try to get the best rate possible. Also have some flexibility there in case indeed the carriers we really have the contracts with are not able to provide it. So I think it's indeed what are you trying to achieve with those platforms, and then choose the best way to do it either in-house and choose the best platform for the case. So I think no right or wrong, but it's always choosing the best solution and comparing.
So I might want to tie into that. So in ExxonMobil, we had a very conscious choice not to do any in-house development. The theme that we keep on hearing is you have to act standard, right? So whether a packed truck goes out for IKEA or a Nike, or an ExxonMobil, that should for like 95% work exactly the same. So we had a lot of push to go for industry, I would say, standard processes and standard tools. Those tools help us on two main things. First of all, footprint, right? I think we do like 900,000 TEU a year. We have 80,000 rail cars in the US that we lease or own. We do 400,000 truck shipments a year. So across the value chains, we have 400 warehouses around the globe. So we are sizable, right? And I would say that the industry tools, so like a Transporion, so like a Borg, like a Vesson, indeed help us to be outreaching to that world and basically be on the tools, be on the networks that our providers know, right? Because otherwise those MOCs for us become just unmanageable and unsustainable, I would say.
Okay.
Not to say that we are not specialists in this field, so we need to go to specialists that help us to achieve our business value. This is the main thing. And with Transporion, we have, I have to add that they were showing us during this 10 plus year of cooperation, they are really reliable, and that's why we are expanding what we have for chemical business also in other value chains. So we are going to use in the future Transporion also for collaboration in the loops market and in the fuel market.